In the last video, we talked about the sugar that are made by our body. In this video, we'll talk about the sugar that goes up after we eat. I am Bharati Raju, practicing endocrinologist from the United States. Usually, the videos we post build upon the information that we provided in the previous one. If you would like to be notified about our next video, please subscribe to our channel by clicking the bell button. There are two kinds of blood sugar, one that is made by the body and the other that goes up after we eat. People with diabetes are often asked to test their blood sugar fasting and also come back an hour and a half after eating to test again. In the last video, we talked about how our food has carbohydrates, protein and fat. Only after eating carbohydrates, our blood sugar tends to go up. This week, we'll talk about carbohydrates in general. In future videos, we'll talk about who should consume carbohydrates, how much to consume, when to consume, and how to consume. In this channel, the information about food that are provided are from a combination of things that I have learned from the medical literature, experiences shared by my patients, food habit changes that I have suggested to my patients and the experiences from them, and also from the changes that we have made in our own home. Grains and cereals play a major role in the food we eat, whether it's ragi, rice, cholam, jowar. Regardless of the type of the grain and how it's prepared, it tends to increase the blood sugar levels. Among vegetables, green leafy vegetables are good and they won't increase the blood sugar, but starchy vegetables like potatoes, sweet potatoes, green peas tend to increase the blood sugar levels. In fruits, among all the fruits that's available in India, majority of them increases the blood sugars. When we talk about drinks, coffee, tea with milk and sugar, alcohol, any fruit juice will increase the blood sugars. Milk and milk products like yogurt will increase the blood sugar. Topic of carbohydrates will be incomplete if we don't talk about sugars and sweeteners. Among sugars, white sugar, brown sugar, jaggery, however they are good for health, they all increase blood sugar. The next topic is artificial sweeteners, Truvia, Splenda, Sweet and Low. All the artificial sweeteners can increase the blood sugar and also indirectly affects our health. People tend to hold misconceptions about artificial sweeteners. They avoid sugar in coffee and add artificial sweeteners instead. Another trend is to consume sugar-free sweets and drinks. However, these sweets are typically made with rice flour, maida, and sweeteners are added to it. Therefore, there is nothing diabetic friendly in these sweets. They tend to increase blood sugars also. For people with diabetes, these sweets may increase their blood sugar, and for people without diabetes, they put them at a risk for developing diabetes. In YouTube, along with my videos, you would have watched other videos suggesting to eat tender coconut or fenugreek seeds or cumin seeds or eat sprouted grains to control your diabetes. Many of you might have tried these suggestions and might have seen some favorable results, and others may not have seen any results at all. Why do we see these differences in individual responses to these dietary interventions? For that, we need to understand the complex relationship of food and our body. Whenever someone watches a video or reads about a food that is good for diabetes, the first thing they need to consider is whether that food contains macronutrient or micronutrient or both. In macronutrients, we need to know if it has carbohydrates, protein or fat. Like we talked about before, only carbohydrates tend to increase the blood sugars. If the video they are talking about or you're reading about contains carbohydrates, eating too much carbohydrates or too little of that food will make the sugar levels to go up or down. But if the concerned food has protein, fat or other micronutrients like vitamins and minerals, they do not have any direct relationship to blood sugars. For example, if a video suggests to soak fenugreek seeds and drink the water, There is no difference of opinion whether fenugreek seeds are good or not. They are good. But simply eating fenugreek seeds cannot reduce medications or stop insulin or reduce insulin for that matter. This is what people with diabetes should understand. While certain foods may have positive impact on health in general, unless a food has carbohydrates, the other macronutrients, proteins, fats, minerals, and vitamins do not have a direct relationship to blood sugar levels. Today, we talked only about the foods that could cause the blood sugar levels to go up. In future videos, we'll talk about other foods that could help control and stabilize blood sugar levels. And if you like the video, please do share. And if you'd like to get notified about our next video in this topic, please subscribe to our channel by clicking the bell button. Thank you.